Hi, I'm Anna.
And I'm Ben.
And we're AutoSave. Welcome to our channel.
Today we're watching Haikyuu, Season 4, Episode 25. It is the season finale. I don't know what's to come in the future of Haikyuu because it seems like everything just started to ramp up and now we don't have any more to watch after this episode, so that's sad. But I'm excited to watch this episode. Last episode was my favorite episode of the season. It was a great finisher. I'm excited to see where they leave us off.
Like, are they going to leave us on a note that makes us feel like there's going to be another season?
Well, there'd have to be. We won. We need a game to look forward to. What's our next match? You know, maybe we're gonna get some Nekuma to see if they make it, so we can play them. Right? That's what we're hoping for, obviously. But I don't know. I'm just good mood, happy, and sad that this is the last episode of Haikyuu I can watch right now. It's a very safe place, feel-good show for me.
Yeah, it definitely is. We've called it so many things.
Yeah.
Over the course of even just watching all of it, on channel, off channel. It's a show you could have on while you're cleaning the house. It's a show that you could rewatch just because you are bored. It's a show that you watch when you want to feel good or just be in a good, content, happy mood. Like, there's so many things that the show can do and moods that it can fit.
Yeah. We got my little cousin a Kaguya-sama figure for Christmas. That was nice.
Yes. Even though Suki's probably her favorite.
That's true. That's true. You ready?
Yes.
Sweet.
And I thought this was the ultimate.
The finish.
Yeah.
It would have just meant a tie game, I think, but it definitely felt
But it would have really broken the mood, I think.
Yeah.
The flow. And then, with the Kita in his eyes, that was a great shot.
Music.
The show does a really good job with the vibe for both winners and losers after a game.
Yeah.
Like, you feel the happiness for the winners, but you also feel the defeat and the sadness.
I feel like more than anything with this show, I feel like an appreciation for a match. Because whether it's, like, I have my biases and, like, favorite teams and such, but when I like watching, like, the World Cup or the Olympics, or, like, an esports match, but most I can hope for is a good match, an entertaining match, right? And I feel like that's what we always get with the show. Aww.
Wow. Wait, did Suki even go over there?
It's everybody.
Did you see his little face?
Oh, I see it.
His face.
I
Look
see
at
it.
the little line. Oh my god.
He wants to congratulate Hinata.
It almost looked like he was also really excited to play again.
I love that their breathing's in sync.
They are gonna need to sleep after this. What do you mean? You mean my block? Perfect. Always a competition.
That makes sense. Oh! It's amazing.
Which one is he? Oh! Oh!
Please! Kageyama, get jealous.
We did, the quote he had like 2 episodes ago.
Look at you go, old man. It's us.
Probably makes you love volleyball even more.
God, I love him so much. Oh.
Look at that smile. Oh, I want to cry too.
Suna's just like...
Oh, there's nothing better than when the captain says something like really cute to the players.
You know, Oikawa is still my favorite character.
Is Kita close?
If I had to be on one team, it would be Inarizaki. Color scheme helps too. I didn't even think you could.
Bokudo. He's probably sad he didn't get to see it.
Fair.
The Mians. Akashi's always having to like babysit. It's really cute. He has like a baby monitor in Bokudo's room.
Nakama fan?
A snake jealous of a cat.
The Raider captain. Defending his boy.
He doesn't want to hear that. Quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals. You should. It'll cost a lot of money later. I remember that well.
I think that's comfortable.
I love their relationship. Is that his butt? I was wondering what that was. I thought it was knees. Did you see who was on the TV?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's true.
And now you get to. I don't know. I think Kenma would like to beat you. Oh, when you see the shot and it is the Calico Cat. Oh, And the calico is like a mix of Kenma's hair and Hinata's hair. Oh, so reminiscent of, oh, we've had this before.
You made it. More?
Oh.
More!
The Battle of the Garbage Dump.
My boys.
My boys. He will. Look at that smile. We're getting everyone smiling here at the end. Thank you for watching. You're welcome.
Okay, that was Haikyuu, Season 4, Episode 25. Bittersweet. I'm excited.
It's bittersweet because this is the last content for, like, in the storyline currently that is out.
Yeah.
Almost positive that there's not a Season 5. Pretty sure it's
OVAs we haven't watched.
I said content in the storyline as we have gotten to.
I would love to watch the OVAs. I also would love to start, like, a Blind Wave does something that they do, like, weekly or something movie reactions on, like, Friday. I would love to start doing more movie reactions if we can get on, like, a good schedule and OVA reaction stuff.
Mm-hmm. I definitely want to watch it just because mainly I love Nekoma, but I feel like before getting into if there is a next season to this, which I hope there is, because I wouldn't want to stop here. As Bokudo and Akashi were saying, there's semifinals, you know.
Yeah, we're in the top 16 now.
Right. And I would like to watch Nekoma's game, I believe, from an OVA before the next season. Definitely. Specifically because of the two characters that are obviously fans of Nekoma that I believe were probably introduced in that.
Yeah. And I think you're right. She kind of looks like Hinata.
I know. Very, very cute. I wonder if either of the girls have, like, a crush on someone on the team. Maybe.
I said this and I meant it. If I had to be on a team in this universe, it would be Inurazaki. I love, like, every single person that we got attention on Inurazaki. I love their jerseys. I have the Alba Josai sweater with the stitched logo. I would love an Inurazaki one that's black with, like, the white stitching. That'd be awesome. They're a great team. I also love Fukurodani. How can you not? Bokuto is best boy, and I feel like Bokuto is having emotional development at the moment. Yes. You know?
If I were to pick a team to be on, I'm torn between I'm between two ways of thinking with this. I played sports as a kid, soccer, but I was not a competitive player. I was more like, this is fun. I like the people on my team, you know? And there were always those players who took it, like, way more seriously. Like, we were kids. It was not anything close to being, like, a school-sanctioned sport against another school. It was, like, just a fun league. Yeah. And there were people who took it very, very seriously to the point of, like, yelling at everyone else on the team if we didn't win. And I was always like, that's weird. Okay. Like, a little, coming on a little strong for this supposed to be kind of more lighthearted. I was never, like, a competitive player. Yeah. But if I were to think of it from the point of view of what team would I want to be on if I wanted more to enjoy myself with my teammates versus what team would I want to be on if I was at a competitive level, I think competitive level I would choose Inurazaki, mainly because I feel like Kita's probably a really good captain. Like, there's something about the energy of Kita that I feel like would work on me as if that was my captain. I mean, I think Daichi probably too, but I think Kita more so, that kind of captaining style would work on me. Yeah. That it's more like silent, I'm observing you. Yeah. And less like, because one of my major character flaws is that I don't like when people are critical of me. But I think that it would do great for my character development if I had a captain who was observant of me to the point that everything they did say that was critical came from evidence that they had, that they really did watch me, and they saw what I was doing wrong, they saw what I was doing well.
Yeah.
And I think that would not only have character development for me, but would also be something that in the long run, if I was being competitive about volleyball, would make me a better player.
Yeah.
But if I just wanted to like being on a team and be friends with people, I would probably choose Nekoma, most definitely. I think that I would definitely be like Kenma, where he pulled out his futon first and he was playing games. Yeah. I'd be doing the same thing next to him.
What you were touching on earlier, I think that some people do have a negative stigma towards like competitiveness, because just because you are extremely competitive and invested doesn't mean you're a king of the court and you're going to yell at your teammates. Mm-hmm. Like,
oh yeah, I definitely have been on teams with kings of the field, I guess you could say.
Like in whether it was like in my life, whether it was like competitive like esports or soccer or hockey or whatever, I have always been like extremely competitive and love the competition of it, and like I love the stakes, right? Like I have one friend, Noah, when him and I were lucky enough to be on the same team for physical sports, we always shared that, and the entire day up until our game, whether it was at 2 p.m. or 11 p.m., the entire day is dedicated to the game. Like, even though like it's kind of stupid to think that way, but like we were like, I was taking like these Gatorade gummy pre-chews to give you more energy. Mm-hmm. I'd make sure that I ate like a really good meal that would be good for me playing. Ooh. Like I would like warm up beforehand, make sure I'm listening to good music. I'd be totally like it.
Yeah, like foreplay.
The whole competition was like I was addicted to, and like I love that, and I think that I see that in the Mias, and I
could see you and Noah as the Mias.
Yeah,
I like it.
But I don't know. I love Ina Izaki, and I think that they would be the team I'd pick. I also wanted to point out in this episode that what I really loved was the Suki acknowledgement of Hinata sinking to a deeper level of appreciation and love for volleyball.
Like, I thought that last episode with the Suki kind of inner monologue was going to be like the best we were gonna get.
Yeah.
I did not know that they were like, let's continue Suki and having like awesome, wholesome thoughts in the last episode. And like, thank you for finishing it off with that. Like, thank you so much. And then to have Suki be so sleepy that he's putting on like 2 jackets, like, so amazing.
So amazing.
So would Ina Izaki be the team if you were more competitive minded?
They're synonymous.
For fun? They're the same team?
Yeah. I think that like if somebody told me that they wanted me to be part of a team, even if it's for fun, I would still like want to try and would like to win, and to have the best time that like how I am with like competition in sports and games. Like I don't just want to win. That's not who I am. I want to have a team with me and all of us like collectively try. And even if we lose, as long as we tried, like.
Right. I would be like that with Nekoma, but I think the way that Kenma thinks about doing any task that he doesn't really want to do would really like fit well with me. Like, I don't love physical activity, and probably more because I could be lazy-minded and want to just sit in my room and play video games. But the way he thinks about going on a run, you know, and training in that way, and the way he thinks on the court about what's happening and the strategy and kind of everyone's points, you know, their defense points, like, you know, do they have any armor on? Like, the way he would think about it, I think would make it be both a fun time for me, but also that I would really want to try, because why would you not want to defeat the boss, you know?
Yeah. Huh. I think that I'd want to be, if I, like, the vision of who I'd want to be is Oikawa, but the vision of who I'd be is one of the Mias, because whenever somebody on the other team, or like somebody who isn't necessarily like with me, does really well or outperforms me, like I smile, like I get so excited, like I'm like, oh fuck yeah, like let's go.
That's good.
Yeah.
Alba Josai doesn't seem like a super fun team to be on. To be honest,
Oikawa's there.
I know, like I love Oikawa, but that doesn't seem like maybe the most fun being the word team to be on.
Depends on your mindset.
I guess so. I mean, it could be nice and fun to know that someone's always going to get the ball to you and always be like thinking about how to show you off the best too.
Interesting.
So that could be fun. Depends on like, I guess, what you want out of it. Do you want to seem like the star and seem awesome?
Yeah.
Or do you want like good team camaraderie?
Each team has something to offer.
Yes,
you know?
honestly. I mean, they definitely are all unique in their own way of kind of their play style. And just like, what did Kuro say to Kenma there at the end? It was like, yeah, like rock beats scissors, but, you know, but something beats paper.
Yeah.
And he's so right with that. Like, yeah, like obviously Karasuno was able to beat Inurizaki, but that doesn't mean that they'll be able to beat Nekoma with Nekoma's playstyle, or you know. So I think that's a great way to think about it, is that all of these teams have something different to offer. Therefore, you can't really predict how just because one wins one game against one team doesn't mean that they'll also have success with the next.
Yeah. I definitely am on the boat of Kenma is hype.
Oh, when Hinata said that he doesn't think that Kenma will care about winning or losing. How did you feel about that? Because
if I'm honest, I felt like I wanted Hinata to get a text from Kenma being like, you're going down, like in that moment.
I just feel like we were given maybe slight evidence that that's not how Kenma
Agreed.
feels. The little like face we got when Kuro was like, okay guys, let's go, and you see the little lines, and there was like Kenma's face, you know,
and then the smiles again and again and again.
And we know that, like, Kenma's almost invigorated in terms of a love of volleyball through watching Hinata or hearing about how Hinata's doing and his excitement. And so I think that, like, Kenma wants to have a really, really good game. And I think he might see Hinata as some type of final boss in terms of, like, if I beat this guy, then I will beat the game, just because he loves volleyball the most out of anyone I've met, or he has the most fun with it. And so it could be that, like, competition level of Hinata is a final boss in a way.
See, like, when Kenma was saying what he was saying to Kuro and like, oh yeah, they beat these people, do you really think that we could? That's normal Kenma. That's normal Kenma behavior. But you can tell by Kuro's expression and Kenma's smile, this is not normal Kenma words of...
or how he's even saying it, how his voice sounds.
Well, it's like everything that came before... That's normal. That's predictable. It's, of course, Kenma doubt. But then when it's like, well, it doesn't really matter. We came all the way here to find out who's better. Like, then I'm like, oh my god, this is new Kenma. That's him,
basically. Those are his fighting words.
Yeah.
Those are his fighting words.
Exactly.
He is not going to be totally
and then
okay.
Immediately afterwards,
Kenma won't care if they happen to lose.
Amazing. I'm going to beat Kenma. God, I cannot wait.
Kuro's like, I'm going to beat Daichi.
All right. That's all I have. You?
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I can't wait to watch the next Haikyuu thing.
Yeah.
See ya.